What's up, everybody? I have a real treat for you today. As we all know, I do my best when I'm impromptu, which means when the thought arises, then I share it and we go from there. It's a freestyle, right? No need to rehearse, no need to overthink things because then you start thinking about what this one's gonna think and what that one's gonna think, and there's no need for any of that. Speak your uninhibited thoughts. Unless you know that you have a real problem with saying stuff that really hurts people and you're speaking from a place of malice. But if you have a good heart and you have good intentions, speak your truth. Don't let your throat chakra be blocked. It's blocked by lies. So speak your truth and you'll pretty much be able to filter out who belongs in your life and who doesn't belong in your life. All right? Because when we speak our truth, we attract like. Whoever doesn't like it can leave. That's fine, okay? But the treat that I have for you today is that I printed out some Bible quotes that have to do with growth, resilience, and becoming the best version of yourself despite hardship, heartbreak, and obstacles. I have 10 of them that I'm going to share with you. And then I have another 5 straight from King Solomon, known for his wisdom, that offer guidance on growth, resilience, and becoming the best version of yourself. So what is the common theme of all 15 that I'm going to share with you? And some may even repeat. You know, I got these online, I printed it out, and I'm going to be reading them for the first time, and I'm going to be sharing them with you, and we'll go over it together, okay? So more or less 15. Hopefully they're all different, but let's go. First one is James 1:2-4. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. So in other words, that first quote has to do with when you're facing trials and tribulations, it's testing your faith and it produces strength. You're going through a period of resilience, just like, you know, I bring fitness into it a lot. I like to work out a lot, as you could tell, you know what I'm saying? You have to break the muscle fibers for them to grow bigger and stronger, right? So you need to go through a tough time in order for you to grow those muscles. Mentally, the mental fortitude, you need to go through things for your heart to grow, for your spirit to develop. You must go through tough times and consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, it starts with. Because you are going through something tough. But if you frame it now mentally to like, wow, this is going to be such a growth opportunity. I am growing so much from this. See it as your opportunity to grow. Pray for problems so that you can come up with solutions. That's the only way that we grow. And Tony Robbins says that when something isn't growing, it is dying. And how do you grow? Through resilience. We have to go through tough times in order to grow. So consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters. Number 2, Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. So God works for those that love him. God doesn't work in mysterious ways. God works, period. Cat Williams said in a video the other day with Theo Von, he said, you know, like, it's a shame when people don't believe in God because all you got is yourself. You can't trust men. You can't trust people, men and women. You can't trust mankind. You can only trust God and yourself. If you can't trust yourself, what do you got? And if you can't trust God, what do you got? So God is here for those who love him. If you reject him and you push him away, he cannot do anything for you. You're a stranger in his house. You wouldn't allow a stranger to come into your home, to eat your food, to shower in your house, to lay in your bed. But if it was somebody that you love, then you would allow them to do all of those things. You would happily feed them. You would welcome them to use whatever amenities that you have to provide. right? Another quote comes to my mind when I see this. We don't serve God by pleasing people. We please God by serving people. You don't serve God by pleasing people, catering to what they want, and, like submitting to other people. You serve God. No. You please God by serving people. That's what pleases God. It doesn't serve God for you to please people. You understand the difference? But you truly please God, and you are making him happy and in your favor if you are serving others. You are there for them. There's a huge difference between pleasing somebody and serving them. Next one, Isaiah 41:10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. There may be times that you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You may not know or feel like there isn't going to be a good result out of this, but I promise you that if you trust God, he has all of this covered. All of this is part of God's plan. So do not fear. Fear is one of the most destructive emotions that you could have. It's the one that holds you back. It's the one that holds back your confidence. And I believe also that your seventh chakra, your root chakra, is rooted in survival, which survival, you will do anything to survive. You will do anything that you have to do. That's the good part of your root chakra. And what blocks it is fear. So do not be overcome by fear. I think there was a video years back that Will Smith said, fear is false evidence appearing real. I mean, I don't know if that does anything for you. I figured I brought it up because I'd bring it up because it's something that came up in my head. But that being said, fear, I just understand the lack of power that is in it. Put yourself in a position of power. Put yourself in a position of accountability, and that you will face whatever challenge that you have. Do not fear. Do not be afraid. It is not going to help you. But if you have strength, you build strength, you trust in God, and you believe that everything is going to be okay, I promise you that's the most productive and beneficial belief that you can have. All right, we're 3 deep. We're about to go to the 4th. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Just goes back to the concept and the idea that we're not in this alone. You are not alone. God did not put you in this world incomplete. Whatever you are looking for externally is right here. It's inside. If you do not love yourself, you cannot love another. You must be at peace with yourself and trust yourself so that you can be at peace with others and trust others. If you can't depend on yourself, I promise you will never be able to depend on somebody else. But say to yourself, I can do all things through God. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Who can compete with God? Nobody. So if he's the creator, the ultimate life force, the ultimate strength, and he is giving you strength, you believe that? Ain't nothing nobody could do to you. Ain't nothing no situation could do to you. You believe it. You feel the strength that God is giving you. And God lives through you if you allow him to. Submit yourself only to God so that he can strengthen you. And please him by serving others. Be the messenger. Be the one who carries the message and that serves people so that you can truly please God. Number 5, 2 Corinthians 4:16-18. Again, I'm reading these all for the very first time. I've never read this before. So I'm reading it and then I'm telling you the ideas that are coming to my mind. Therefore, we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. So that was a long one. You know, I'll agree on that. That was a long one. So I'm going to have to review it again to give you my honest thoughts. Therefore, we do not lose heart, though outwardly we are wasting away. So like, you know, I suppose like it's insinuating that we're getting older, we're aging, our bodies are, you know, like slowly dying over time, I suppose. And then inwardly we are being renewed day by day, for our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory. All right, I'm not going to dwell on this one too much, but I'll tell you what does come to mind when it says what is unseen and what is seen. Myron Golden, who I've been listening to a lot, he teaches like Bible business principles. He teaches business through, you know, kind of like, he's a pastor, but also a business mentor and consultant. So like he combines the two ideas, which is why I wanted to do this today. It's really been helping me. So I figured, you know, if it's helping me, it's going to help you. So I wrote down a couple notes of a video I was listening to him the other day. And he said that if you think about, I'm not going to give his word for word. I'm going to give you my summary. So I'll tell you, you know, what he said, but what I interpret it as. So I first want you to think about the fruit of a tree. So a tree bears fruit. And that's the end result. That's what we want, is the fruit. We could care less about the tree. You know, you plant a mango tree, but why? Because you want to plant a mango tree or because you want mangoes, right? Cool. So we want the fruit. But what a tree does is first it roots itself, which you don't see. That's the unseen. And then it shoots upwards. It shoots up. So first root, then shoot, and then it bears fruit. And that's a timely process. The first step is what people don't see. That's the unseen. You must root yourself. You must do the work that people aren't seeing in order to be then appreciated and be celebrated for the fruit that you have come to now have, the fruit that your tree is now bearing. But it all starts with the roots. And he connects that with the concept of being the person that you need to be, doing the things that you need to do in order to then have what you need to have, what you want to have, what you desire to have. But you must first be that person. You must then do those things. And then you have, just like a tree, root, shoot, fruit. Be, do, have. Are you with me? Do you feel me? Are you hearing what I'm telling you? God, these are life-changing concepts. So it's like when it hit me, I had to write it down. I couldn't wait to share it with y'all. So this is what I'm saying. This is a treat, man. This is a treat. Be like a tree. Number 6, Psalm 34:18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. I'm an artist. I just smacked the microphone. I hope that didn't cause a very uncomfortable sound. I guess I'll find out later, right? The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. I'm an artist. And a lot of my songs, a lot of my albums have come from a place of heartbreak. Whether it was familiar trauma or whether it was a relationship, getting over a heartbreak of some sort. I feel pain. I need to put it into something productive. Create something. Create a song, write a book, write a poem. Create. Put your pain into your workouts. Put your pain into something productive, building business. You understand? There is work to do. Like Tate says, there is work to do. It doesn't matter how you feel. But I'm an emotional person. I have feelings. I'm coping with those things. And so I want to share with you not to disregard your feelings, not to, not acknowledge them. Acknowledge them, but understand that the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and he saves those who are crushed in spirit. So if you are heartbroken right now, if you feel low right now, God is closer to you than ever before. This is all part of the plan. You are going to grow. You are going to develop. You are going to build resiliency. You are currently building resilience. You are currently building strength. The Lord is close to those who are brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. So you ain't alone. You are not alone. God is with you right now. Feel it. Number 7, Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. God, I love this one. It's so upfront. There's nothing even really to share about that, about my thoughts. I mean, it's very upfront in your face. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Man. I wanted to say also in regards to the last one about being brokenhearted and that he's there for you right now when you're brokenhearted and crushed in spirit, that there's a pendulum, right? And the pendulum swings, and it swings evenly on both sides. Boom, boom, boom. So let's say you are in a very beautiful, amazing stage of your life. Understand that in these years of abundance, this moment of abundance, the pendulum has to swing. It's just physics, man. To now the other side where you're sad, you're experiencing loss, famine, but you're not there forever. The pendulum has to swing back to now you're in a very good state again. You're in a state of abundance. You're in a state of having. And boom, back it goes, and that's life. That is the universe that God created, the laws of the universe. Now, it is up to us to mentally frame and perceive things from a place of strength. When you are in that negative pendulum swing, then you need to understand there is goodness coming. And you need to acknowledge when there's great goodness that you are super grateful for this moment and prepare for when the pendulum swings back, and still practice gratitude, because it's your mindset and your perception of things that will help you get through the tough pendulum swing back to the positive, okay? Cool. 8, Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all of your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You think you know, you think you're learning, you think you know the best for yourself. But our Father, the Lord, God, knows really what is good for us, his children. He doesn't want us to be in a state of pain. It's not because he wants to hurt you. It's because right now is a period of growth. Right now is time for us to learn. So trust in the Lord. Allow him to guide you. Ask him for guidance. God, I need your help right now. Ask him for clarity. God, please steer me in the right direction. Give me clarity so that I can better please you, so that I can be in your favor. This is so important. Do not think that you know more than the Creator. Do not think that you know what's best for you. Ask God for strength. Ask God for clarity. He will provide it to you. He will provide you with the knowledge and the wisdom that you need. But don't think that you know more than God. Don't think that you're too good to ask him for guidance. 9. Galatians 6:9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Back to the concept of rooting. This is the work that nobody sees. You are hardworking, you're putting in the work behind the scenes. And you want to be rewarded for it right now. In this world of instant gratification, you want to be rewarded for it right now. And because you're not seeing the immediate results, you're thinking, well, should I keep on doing this? Do not be weary in doing good. Continue to do good. Continue to do what you have to do. Build behind the scenes until your tree shoots up. Be the person who you want to be. Do what you have to do, regardless of whether you are being celebrated for it yet or not. And to be honest with you, we don't want to be celebrated for things that we have not accomplished yet, because then it's just mental masturbation. It's just talking about things that you will do eventually. I'm going to be a millionaire one day. I'm going to be rich one day. I'm going to start a business. I'm going to start a business. I'm going to start a business. You want people to celebrate you for your idea and your desire to start a business? Or do you want people to celebrate you because you did what you said you were going to do? Do not become weary in doing good. Do what you have to do, and then you will bear the fruit. For at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Do not give up. Number 10, Romans 5:3-5. Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. And hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured out into our hearts through the Holy Spirit who has been given to us. Back to the idea of rejoicing in hardship. You're suffering right now, but we know that suffering produces perseverance. We know that a moment of hardship creates mental fortitude and resilience, and it makes you stronger. We know this, and it builds your character. And with built character, you now have hope and you have trust in yourself. Hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured out into our hearts. So rejoice and find glory in this moment of suffering. Period. Frame it in your mind like this is a beautiful moment. It's not just suffering. There is beauty and greatness and abundance to come. All right, so we did the 10, and now these are specifically from Solomon. And probably my favorite part of the Bible. And I haven't read all of it yet, and I'm not promising you that I am holier than thou. It's just really helping me right now, and so I wanted to share it with you, okay? Number 1, Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. So like I said, I'm reading these for the first time, right? I didn't know that this was a repeat of one, more or less 15. So now we know. that was a repeat of the other one. Yep. Proverbs 3:5-6. Perfect. We already talked about it. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Don't think that you know more than him. Proverbs 16:3. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. Oh man, that's good. God, what do I do? I want to be rich. What do I do? What business do I start? God, please give me clarity. How do I best serve mankind? How do I best be of service? Help me find my purpose. Help me to establish my plans. I commit to you. I commit to God. I commit to the Father, to the Lord, so that he helps me establish the plan that I need for my desires, for my riches. You understand? God wants you to be in a good position. He wants you to be rich. He wants you to live in a state of abundance. Commit yourself to him. Ask him for clarity. Ask him for help to establish your plans, and he will do just that. Imagine a business idea or whatever that isn't backed by God. It doesn't make sense. If God doesn't support it, is it going to last? God is eternal. God created this. God created eternity. God created the universe. God created the earth. He created us. So if we commit to him and we ask him to help us with our idea that's going to make us rich, going to bring us abundance and wealth, he'll do it. He'll do it. Truly commit to him. Number 3, Ecclesiastes 3:1. There's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. That is part of like a very longer one that I am familiar with that I very much love the whole quote. So one day I'll share that with you. There's a time for peace. There's a time for war. There's a time for reaping. There's a time for sowing. There's a time for embracing. There's a time for holding back. There is a time for everything. There is a season for everything. Right now, you may be in a tough season, but it's just a season. Feel what you got to feel. Do what you got to do. Be who you got to be to have that good season of harvest. Reap what you got to reap, to sow what you want to sow. You feel me? There's a time for everything. Number 4, Proverbs 24:16. For though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again, but the wicked stumble when calamity strikes. If you are righteous, you're going to fall. You're going to get back up. You're going to fall, and you're going to get back up. The wicked, the people who are hurting people, the people who are not truly serving, the people who are not in favor with God because they're causing pain and they're causing, hurt from a place of malice, they're going to keep stumbling and stumbling and stumbling and stumbling and stumbling. But you as a righteous individual are going to fall. You're not going to fall, but you are going to rise again. Pendulum. Boom, 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 boom. You understand? You fall, you get back up. Number 5, Ecclesiastes 7:14. When times are good, be happy. But when times are bad, consider this. God has made the one as well as the other. Therefore, no one can discover anything about their future. That last line is like, okay, I was hoping it would be a little bit more straightforward than that. But the beginning of that was incredibly straightforward. Times are good, be happy. When times are bad, consider that God has made the one as well as the other. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. I didn't read through these before I read them to you. I read them for the first time with you. That right there ended on the note of the pendulum swing. Embrace when times are good. Embrace when times are bad. God is with you regardless. I truly, truly hope that did something for you and that it spoke to you, that it helped you as much as it's helping me. Thank you so much. I appreciate having this moment together, and I'm looking forward to the next episode. Much love. Peace.